Hello, you know who I am. I am your sleepless god back with, again, something also new. These videos have been kind of doing bad. I don't know if I should say bad lately, but just worse than expected. So we're doing something going back to my roots, something back to what I used to do back in the day. Midoriya what ifs. What if Deku had summoning abilities? Now, I'm going to start. Midoriya doesn't remember where he last was before this. He's right now in a cage. Scientists asking him questions, talking to him. All he remembers is a beautiful woman that he thinks is his mother, but he doesn't remember completely. He was way too young. And now he has guns all around him as he's locked up to a table. As he's saying, as he's summoning small fire-like creatures. He's what they call a monster summoner. They say it's the most interesting ability or quirk that they've ever seen, but he doesn't think it's a quirk. He doesn't even think it's, part of his reality. But the monsters make him whole again. The little flames on his hands make it warm. Midoriya grew up in this place, and he actually trained in this place, making his monsters from a simple flame into a bigger creature. A dog, a cat, some hideous beast. But Midoriya never forgets that this is not his home. It is a science of its city, or he is just another one of the experiments put into it. Let me explain this place to you. It's a laboratory supported by some black market claims. Midoriya knows this because, well, when you have summons and people don't know how smart you actually are, some things slip by, like a rat, or a mouse, or some bugs. People don't know how useful they are about getting and gaining information until they're used to do that. And Midoriya learns a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. How when the guard shifts, what is this place was made out of? Everything. Now, explaining Midoriya's abilities is something weirder that he's found in one of the documents, and it's happy that he found it. He knew his abilities quite well, but the scientists really like to study him. The stars on his arms clarify what beast he can summon and what level. If he sacrifices all of the stars on his arm, he can summon out the most powerful beast that he can, but he will pass out until one star pops up. One star pops on his arm and he will wake up, but in a weakened state. How he gains more monsters is unknown, but the most likely decision of him gaining more creatures is him leveling up, and the way he levels up is killing things or fighting things, particularly his monsters fighting things or killing things. The more things it kills, and the stronger those things are, the more stronger monsters can get. And when Midoriya learned this information, Midoriya started planning. Right now, Midoriya has 4 stars on his arm. And these creatures are not that strong. But if the word is right, and he can summon stronger creatures if he kills things. Well, that's a great idea for him. He's a patient kid. Right now, Midori is 7. A child in most people's eyes. But he's intelligent. He understands that adults underestimate him. But his creatures don't. His summons do not. They know what Midoriya can do, if necessary. So Midoriya wait until the guards are relaxed. It's midsummer, so it's hot outside, so they're taking more smoke breaks. They're not as alert. He waits. And then he shuts the power off, blackening everything, making all the emergency doors shut. As he finally escapes, summoning one of his level 4 creatures, as you see a massive crab-like creature, like a crab and a spider mixed together, sharp talon claws, as he starts piercing through people one by one as gunshots start ringing out as through the radio they're screaming, "Do not shoot the kid, do not shoot the kid, he is vile." As bodies are dropping, as Midori is hiding into a locker, particularly an armory locker. Right now, he's right now with a hellhound, another one of his level 4 summons, as he's hearing gunshots as dead soldiers keep on going. As he's refilling his arm right now with a level 5 summon, he starts checking through his arsenal, let's say for that, of his level 5 summons, as he finds the Black Knight, as he summons it. At the Black Knight, he summons us. He says, "Commander, do you need me?" Yeah. As before Midoriya passes out, he says a single order: "Protect me with your very life." As he falls asleep, as the Black Knight says, "Of course, Commander." As he picks him up, as the dog looks at him, kind of in this way that, like, it's like, "Hey, take care of him." As Black Knight looks at him and says, "Of course, I'll take care of my king until the end of the world." As you see through cameras that the final monster has finally been gunned down, as the Hellhound nods his head and says, "I'll be heading off now. The doors shall be open soon. Blitz across it as fast as possible with the young master, okay? I will draw their attention." As the Black Knight says, "You're quite brave," as he busts through the door, using one of his abilities, Black Slash, cutting through half the guards itself, as the Hellhound rips through a couple of their necks, as some of them are panicking again and start shooting at the Black Dog, as bullets start bouncing off of him, and he shoots a fireball at him, burning most of them in flames, as he starts running through it, cutting people with his claws, and same with his teeth, as the Black Knight starts running to the exit point, as he's looking at him and realizing that he's not going to make it unless he does something risky, as he jumps, smashing through the glass, as cutting 3 cards in one single instant, as he grabs the control panel and slams the button that says open on it. Because some people are fucking idiots and don't know how to label buttons ingeniously. Some of the guards start shooting him as he blocks the bullets with his sword. As he slams his sword down, you see a dark mist pop up as 3 dark knights pop up and cut 3 of the soldiers down as he shoots down and lands on the massive floor made of steel as he yells at the Black Knights. Run. Help the Hellhound escape this place as I free your king. As the Dark Knights, all 3 of them, raise up their swords and scream as they rush back, cutting down men one after the other as 2 stars land onto Midoriya's hand as he wakes up as the Black Knight is rushing across as he says, what as he says, they are loyal soldiers. They'll fight until death. Do not worry about them, young commander. We will make it out as he starts running through like thick forest as he jumps through it, and you see guards start shooting as he cuts a couple of them down as blood covers his armor as he rushes through the trees and finally makes it to the city. As he drops down smashing against the earth, he sees 3 kids. Well, not really kids, like 15, 16-year-old boys. As he looks at him and says, as you do, as he keeps on walking, as he looks around, he seems like he's been part of the bad neighborhood. As he puts his sword away, as Midoriya finally pops up with 4 stars. As he says, you can let me down now. As the knight says, of course not, I will never let you down. I will never let you stand in streets like this. As an old man says, hey, I live in these streets. As he looks over, as you see an older looking figure, definitely homeless, definitely. Worn out jacket, wife beater shorts, basically flip-flops on, and just like a nice gray beard. As he looks at him and says, hey, kid, you good? As he says, yeah, just summoning that many creatures at once makes me. As he says, as Midoriya passes out, he's like, Commander, are you okay? Says, hey, we have as the old man looks back, he says, we have a church, like 10, 20 miles from there. No one uses it, it's abandoned. If you want to stash there for a little bit, we definitely allow you. As the knight says, thank you very much, sir. As he walks, as he actually leaps, bounding it across basically multiple, it goes for like 2 miles and then leaps again, sprinting as fast as he physically possibly can as he makes it to the church in an incredibly amount of time. 20 miles in like 30 minutes flat. He opens the church door. It's crickety, obviously, and lays Midoriya on one of the benches. Not soft, but better than nothing. Better than the cold armor that he has to experience. As he shuts the doors, and he doesn't want to leave him alone, but he knows that if he keeps being here, it's going to keep on wasting his energy. So he cracks as he shatters his own self, giving the energy back to Midoriya to keep him back to consciousness. He takes a little bit to wake up as... Why the fuck am I in a church? I'm not religious. As Midoriya realizes that the knight as he looks down at the spell as his hand, as he sees 6 stars. Thank you for saving me. I will remember you until the end of time. As he gets up and he sees around the church as he scoundrels around for food. And when I mean scoundrel around by food, I mean hunt rats and animals and anything that's going to be around that's edible. Searching through the trash cans. As he finds a broken, kind of like a worn down, shitty hoodie. He puts it on to keep as undercover as possible. Finds some dog food, not delicious, but food at least. Some of the homeless is, nice people, and actually help them out a little bit. Some of them are dicks. You just figure that out sometimes. She's walking through the place as he hears something. Soldiers. Hears boots. He hears screaming. As he looks back, as he sees 4 of those soldiers that kept him safe, putting a gun to a woman's head, a homeless woman's head, and saying, "Tell me where that kid is." He's showing a picture of Midoriya. As they say, I don't know. I haven't seen a kid like that. As Midoriya, crouches behind a wall, trying to keep invisible, trying to keep, unseen. He says, "Tell me or I'll pull the fucking trigger." Midoriya's trying to stay quiet. He's not full yet, but he needs this. He hears a gunshot. 3 of them blown off all at the same time. As he looks over, as you see the 2 men hop back into their truck and drive off, as you see the dead bodies. As Midoriya walks up and just keeps on walking back to the church, trying to stay safe. As this is what the end of the What If is going to be. I hope you guys like it. Please, like it if you do. Comment down below as well. Just, you can comment down anything. If you don't know what you should comment, just comment down you're a dickbag, and that would be pretty goddamn good to me. But thank you very much, and I'll see you all guys later. Goodbye.